Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Tuesday, the 21st of March, 31st of March. This is a video for, my disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing, learn from it, transfer it to your own charts, and I'm not here to shoot trading signals. This is a video for paying subscribers at ctmcrypto.substack.com, and it's published on YouTube after the lab 3 days. All right, equities are rallying a bit here. I don't know how much that's gone in it, but actually I was writing a post yesterday, and I'm going to be publishing that in a couple of hours. But I was saying in it that I thought the best thing that Trump could possibly do at this stage in the Iran war is actually declare victory and leave, with the Strait of Hormuz unopened and no ground ops, etc. And it looks as though overnight he's actually been saying he's thinking about doing that, which is cheering up the market considerably. I mean, it would still leave the Middle East on a mess. It would leave the Strait of Hormuz under full Iranian control, and it would be probably the biggest military humiliation for the US in, well, a long time. It's but nonetheless, I think that is the road to lower prices. And the reality is, I mean, Trump's got his head in the 80s, and he thinks that renewables are terrible, and there's no such thing as global warming, and probably blues and pixies that we've got in the garden as well. But But the thing is, we are switching over to renewables. Renewables are cheaper in terms of the energy they're providing over the lifestyle, considerably cheaper than oil and gas. And that was before they went up. So it's now even cheaper. This is just going to accelerate it. In 20 years, no one's going to give a crap about the Strait of Hormuz. Or at least it's going to be an awful lot less important. So, I mean, but right now, it's a big issue. So I think the best option would be to walk away, and it does look as though actually Trump might be doing that, which would be sensible. All right, in the short term though, Bitcoin is at 66,709. This is still struggling with, still struggling to get any traction really. This has not really risen with equities. We're hitting the daily lower band, and I'm thinking this would be a good time for a rally. We've got some really bullish stats this week, and if there's no ground invasion of Iran, and if things don't escalate too much, then it's got a pretty good chance of making it, and then probably go down again next week. But in the meantime, we are below both the 50 DMA and the daily middle band on Bitcoin. On the hourly chart, obviously we're breaking down from the flag here. We could be forming a slightly larger flag, but I think we might see a modest rally here, but really I'm looking for a retest of the low within the next couple of weeks. Okay, in terms of the close-up of the flag, we're really not getting any traction on a rally here so far, but I'm thinking we might manage to do that today. ES is up 72 at the moment, and if the US is really thinking of pulling out, which I thought Trump might be too vain to do, but that would actually be a very sensible thing to do. In terms of Solana, I've got that at 80.71. That is significantly below both the daily middle band and the 50 DMA, and is testing the daily lower band at the moment. We could probably use a rally while the daily bands expand, although that's less of an issue really on crypto, which can do some pretty wild moves without needing the bands to expand much. I'm obviously looking for, in due course, a retest of 67.65, and really I'm expecting that at this point, probably by the middle of April. Looking at a close-up of the flag is looking pretty good. Could we see a retest here setting up a double top? No, it wouldn't be a double top anymore. It's too big. I'm thinking we might see a bit of a rally here, but I'm thinking we're on the way down. All right, looking at Ethereum. Ethereum is at 2048. That is, again, that's basically on the 50 DMA and below the daily middle band. This is actually holding up the best. I don't think we've broken down below the flag support yet. No, we haven't. I've got that in about the 1900 area. But I'm thinking this is a flag too, and we should see retest of those across the board. And there's a better chance if the war in Iran is winding down, there's a much better chance that might be a double bottom for a larger rally, which is what I would like to see, rather than just dropping because the market is crashing, which is a real risk if things go south in Iran. So we shall see how that goes. All right, great. In that case, we've got no questions. I think that's a wrap. Everyone take care, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, when we will have new monthly pivots, of course.